So Matt, a 2-0 defeat to Stockport, what are your thoughts on that?
Started the game fantastically well, in the ascendancy in that first half. Good attacking moments. Some of those opportunities we should work the goalkeeper, or at least work the goal better than we did. Goal came out of nothing really. One poor header from our point of view in terms of our back line, and it fell to their best player. And he's obviously finished it really well, so really frustrating going in at half time. Within that first half there was still moments of the game where we won the ball back and then gave it away immediately. It was a strange pattern to too many of those midfield regains for that group and myself as manager. And then second half, losing Chrissy early was a bit of a blow, and then we were a little bit disjointed for a period of time. Throughout that second half, obviously as the game went on, it went away from us with a set piece goal and going down to 10 men with Joel's injury. But we still created enough chances to, I'm not saying we should score them all, but we should certainly have a better return than we did today.
Like I said, a really positive first 30 minutes, and it seems that's a common theme of the season so far, starting well. How positive is that?
Well, it's positive, but you've got to make it count. Like I said, you go away from home and you're looking at what type of performance you expect from as a manager or you want from your team, and we're exactly where we needed to be. So many areas we can improve on, but we have to make it count when you're in the ascendancy on top, creating good box actions. We've got to work on certain aspects once we get there, but there's also that word of confidence where players will believe in themselves a little bit more if they see the value of it, and they execute themselves. Personnel dependent, of course, and that's my decision as manager. So we'll keep assessing it, but we certainly need to come here to a team which has started the season so strongly, clearly a strong team, and create as much as we did to come away with nothing is disappointing.
So do you feel like the attack's progressing in the right direction, because all the forwards are building up their minutes, building up the fitness, you've got plenty of new faces?
Yeah, but football don't wait for anyone. Yeah. Don't wait for managers, don't wait for players. As much as you build up the minutes, they can still impact it more in those minutes they're on the pitch. It's not just the forwards. Like I say, most of the midfield regains today were in the middle of the park and landed to our midfield, and there's, I've got to look at the dynamic of those three, because there's got to be more to it in terms of creation and breaking lines and forward play, and the ball can't come to us and then go away from us in such quick succession, which it did certainly in that first half period. So I'll look at that, I'll assess that, and that might be personnel and make-up dependent. But in terms of topping the pitch today, promise was, it fell to promise today. It just wasn't his day.
I mean, you mentioned how it's going to be building in the right direction. Now you've got a full week of training to work on these things. Do you think that will help? Because so far the season's been so busy that you've not had consistent days on days on days.
Possibly, yeah. But now obviously probably losing Chrissy this week and Joe isn't great in relation to that, and obviously Jamie going into the game. You want time on together. You want time to work on it. You also want to get those partnerships and those combinations going. There's a simplicity to what should have been our attacking play today, and Bryant showed it in that second half where he just bounced a couple of 1-2s and got to the byline and delivered the ball. We didn't do that enough, but we've still got some great goal mouth entries or goal area entries, but that's too fluffy a line when you've got beat 2-0.
And 2-0 down, but do you feel like the substitutes made an impact? Or certainly Scott Sinclair made a couple of chances.
Yeah, and you're down to 10 then, it's nigh on impossible. In fairness to Connor and Will, I was trying to get the message on for them to go man for man at the back. That's one of the beauties of our defensive unit. They can use their legs to do that, to get LT higher and Scotty higher. Yeah, even towards the end, Scotty's chances and promise. But like you say, everyone will look at the scoreline and certainly the feel of the last 15-20 minutes or so and be rightly disappointed. But yeah, like I say, not many teams will come here and put their area under that much pressure.
So final one for me, despite a defeat, it does feel like you're positive about what you saw for the most part.
Yeah, because I don't think certain moments we can't improve. We have to improve, and we will improve. More time together, more training under pressure, personnel. Yeah, I think we can improve significantly in certain moments of the game. We've been in that position where there's been so much pressure on our defence when the scores have been so tight, and you saw that with one mistake in a set piece moment today, and then all of a sudden that first goal feel lifts them, gives them an extra interest. They start the second half well, and then a poorly defended set piece. But if we get the first goal, you feel it's a totally different game. But we can't live in a world of if, buts and maybes. We've got to make it happen.